So I cut that video short because I thought I might be saying hello to someone face to face. Okay. But it wasn't meant to be. That's a whole nother discussion, okay, about people properly respecting who's in their presence rather than being plugged into audio or devices. Anyways, the entire brand business world is set to be completely overhauled in my lifetime. Okay. Companies, buildings, and brands and products, like clothing, for example, are going to be branded proudly with the personal names of God. Why? So that God himself is pleased and actually shows his supernatural power, joy, and blessing within your company and all people who touch the stuff. It's not hard to experience God. You give him glory and you understand what he likes. He likes his names being placed and published everywhere, including the front of your building. This applies to gyms, and you're not allowed to play secular music on the inside. In fact, you're not allowed to play any recorded audio, as I was just saying, because that is a direct assault on people's personal relationship with God, who speaks to us in our head all day long. I'm like, if the whole world would actually listen to me and obey my every word, they would experience miracles and blessing from God like they never dreamed was possible in life. Okay. So, for example, gyms in my own town. Don't call it Club 16 Trevor Linden Fitness. No. Call it God's Gym, and brand it with the other personal names of God, potentially truths from God on the inside. You can leave it a reasonably clean, blank building on the inside. That's fine. Just call it God's Gym. And then it has to be silent on the inside, out of respect for people's personal relationship with God, from patron to employee. Okay? It just... these are basics of inviting God's supernatural blessing into your business for a lifetime. And they're so easy to do. Change the name of your company to God's Gym and turn off the music on the inside. It's not that hard. And do it worldwide, and you'll experience supernatural blessing immediately. This applies to clothing companies. Don't call it Adidas. Don't print a Nike symbol on it. Print God's personal names on the stuff, and you'll experience the supernatural God. The world is ready for this because, quite frankly, the world is bored. The world, including the business world, is bored, okay, of what they've experienced up until now. And I'm here to tell you how to get out of boredom and how to get out of non-God days. You have to change what you've done. Okay, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. No, experiencing God is not an accident. You have to do things right that actually please God officially. Okay, so for example, I've already said, the number one way, okay, that any business or brand invites God's supernatural blessings and power and joy is by branding their business, their building, and their products, like clothing, with the personal names of God, okay, like the word God, okay, or the name Jesus, who is God, okay, and it's actually that simple. It's actually that simple, and now God will respond immediately with supernatural things that start to happen in your business because you're working for the names of God. Okay, and no secular music, no recorded music ideally is anywhere allowed. I am so sick and tired of stupid business, stupid buildings, stupid environments that chase me out of the building because they're satanic, foolish, and yada yada yada. I'm like, the presence of God is not a joke. Pleasing God is not a joke. Making simple choices for what God likes is actually very easy, and it invites the supernatural power of God onto your team. So why wouldn't you do it? If you're honest, you're completely bored with your life. You're completely bored with godless brands and godless business. You're completely bored. The whole world is bored with capitalism that left God out, that left, the glory of God's name out of it and off of the buildings. It just... and so I'm here to finally invite the business world into what they're actually dreaming of. Print the personal names of God on everything that you produce. Every product. Okay? And the building most of all. And the company and its mottos most of all. Okay? And then, of course, God will start to give you the wisdom and all the grace and everything to make sure that, what it is that you actually give to the world is up to God's standards. Man, I just get so tired of crappy business.